Today, we celebrate National Uplifting Day, a reminder that every person carries the power to lift someone else. Hey, everybody, I'm Zach Clayton, president and founder of Community Pay It Forward, the Come Together Compass, Impact Podcasting Networks. Each morning, we honor a national celebration and spotlight one of our mission partners and share a daily mission and a question of the day, so we can find out more about you by asking you, hey, what you got?
Hi, friends, it's me, Barry. Good morning. It is a great day to come together and ask the question, Whatcha Got?
I'd like to remind everybody that it is Red Friday. So please, everyone, put on red this morning. Make sure that you're showing support for our troops, whether they're deployed across the state line or across the ocean. They're away from their families. You don't have to support a war. You don't have to support the government. That's not what this is about. This is about young men and women being away from their families, and these families trying to keep it together without knowing everything that's going on with their hero. So please, wear red. Remember, everyone deployed for Red Friday. This and every Red Friday. And if you're looking for a brand new red shirt, please visit communitypayitforward.us. There's a banner right up top. We've created a new shirt. We'd love to have you pick one up. Every time you pick up one of our shirts, that's going to get a donation put towards the Come Together Compass, and we would greatly appreciate that. Our featured partner today is Christ Clinic, a compassionate medical resource for families who are reaching for a healthier future. This day is about encouragement, hope, and lifting others, and their work fits that message perfectly. And now before we begin, before we honor our mission partner, and before we share your daily mission and question of the day, I have one thing left to ask you. Hey, what you got? National Uplifting Day began as a simple idea. A day dedicated to encouragement. A day created to remind people that kindness is not just a feeling. It's an action. It's a choice. It is something we give freely because we never know who needs it the most. Look, one of the things that we love to tell people is if you continue to never shut up and you continue to tell your story, you don't know who's hearing that story. You could change somebody's life in a positive way and not know who they are. Never know anything about them. But of course, they're always going to remember who you were because they heard it from you. Yeah, I heard this guy talking about it in the grocery line. Didn't make much sense to me at first, but then I really listened to what he said, and oh my God, that was it. That's exactly what we've been looking for. I've heard it a million times, said in different ways, and it never made any sense. But he said it that one way, she said it that one way, and now makes perfect sense. Everything is perfect, and it works. This is the power of your stories. So, people celebrate National Uplifting Day by sending messages of encouragement, offering compliments, helping a neighbor, sharing a smile, or simply reminding someone that they matter. Some people write uplifting notes and leave them in public places. That's a good idea. I actually really like that. Some call a friend they have not spoken to in a while. Some take a moment to uplift themselves. Because sometimes the person who needs kindness the most is the person that you see the most, and that's yourself. It is a day built on the belief that one small act of kindness can change someone's entire direction, entire outlook. Again, we say it over and over and over again. Situations are one story away from turning everything around. We are always one split second away from everything we've ever dreamed. We just have to be available and open to everything that comes our way. And what you offer somebody today could be that thing that could change their lives forever. And that brings us to today's featured mission partner, Christ Clinic. Christ Clinic is a place where families find hope. It's a place where people are reaching for their horizon can receive medical care, compassion, and support. Christ Clinic helps families who are struggling, families who are rebuilding, and families who simply need someone to lift them up when life feels so heavy. They provide medical care for people who cannot afford it. They offer support for families who feel forgotten. They give comfort to people who are trying to rise. They remind everyone and every patient that they truly, truly matter. It astonishes me that one of the things that is very factual about people being broke and in trouble is that 41% of Americans have medical debt. How many people forego going to see a doctor because they know here's another bill that's going to go to collections, here's another thing that's just going to keep pushing us down? Medical debt is one of those things that, look, we're not talking about $1 or $2 in debt. We're talking about, you go to a hospital and you're instantly in debt for a long, long time. The ridiculous costs that hospitals are allowed to get away with charging, it makes no sense. Our medical situation, it needs to be changed. And that's why people like Christ Clinic are so important. They don't see your medical situation as dollar signs. They see your medical situation as something that, if left untreated, it's going to hurt you going forward. If National Uplifting Day is about lifting others, Christ Clinic is in the hands that make that lift possible. They are the hands that make that lift possible. And let's be honest, we all need uplifting sometimes. Even the strongest people have days when they feel like a deflated balloon, someone left behind at a birthday party. Christ Clinic steps in and says, hey, let's fill you back up. You've still got places to go. You've still got heights to reach. You can learn more about Christ Clinic at Christ Clinic FC for Fort Collins. FC, ChristClinicFC.org. That's ChristClinicFC.org, or through their community pay forward profile. You can also scan the QR code right above and reach out to them there. And of course, if you need an introduction, please reach out to me. Anybody who's wanting to go with a situation like this, getting some extra doctors together and seeing what they can do to help people. Look, let's be honest, these guys, the Christ Clinic, they're not there to perform major medical surgeries. They're not there doing things that that are surgeries and things like that. But what they are doing is providing healing for families that, if it wasn't for them, they wouldn't be getting it. They are heroes. There's no doubt about it, they're heroes. They are bringing healing health to people in northern Colorado. Their mission is powerful, compassionate, and without a doubt, deeply, deeply needed. Today is National Uplifting Day. Today is your reminder that kindness is a gift. Today is your chance to lift someone up. Our question of the day, our what you got for today, is who is the one person you can uplift today? And what is one thing you can say or do to make their day brighter? Who is the one person you can uplift today? And what is the one thing you can say or do to make their day brighter? I would actually even go out a little bit further. Let's not plan who we're going to uplift today. Let's make it a surprise. Let's be looking for someone today that we can uplift their lives. Uplift a stranger. Uplift someone you've never met before. Again, this is not a situation where you have to change their entire lives. A simple smile, holding the door. Like the young man said to me at the hockey game, picking something up when they drop it. What a wonderful gift. Offering to grab something off a tall shelf for a person who can't reach it. It's one of the things that I frequently find myself doing in stores. Just little things make a huge difference. So if you can't think of anybody right offhand, think about maybe doing it without planning on who you're going to help. And today's challenge: send one uplifting message. Make one encouraging call. Offer one kind word. Your kindness might be the lift someone has been waiting for. This is where we say, never shut up. Always tell the stories. Always tell the wins, the losses. Look, you don't know how powerful and how important your losses can be until they fall upon the ears of someone who is stuck in that situation. I want to thank you for joining us, National Uplifting Day featuring Christ Clinic. Thank you for joining us today. National Uplifting Day reminds us that kindness is powerful. Christ Clinic reminds us that compassion saves lives. And you remind us that community is built one uplifting moment at a time. If you want to support Christ Clinic, please scan this QR code. Make any purchase with any of our giving partners. Attach the receipt to the location inside this QR code. And Christ Clinic will receive 70% of whatever that company has given us as a referral. If they give us $100 per referral, Christ Clinic receives $70. They give us $10, they receive $7. And all you have to do is be picky on where you shop. Choose giving over going to a big box store. I think it's an easy choice. Again, you attach your receipt from any of our giving partners, and you help us support families, veterans, kids, neighbors in need, and other people. Because our goal is to help everyone. So we will be back tomorrow with another celebration, another mission, and another chance to make a difference. So as always, we ask you to stay kind, stay aware, and stay committed to lifting the people around you. This has been What You Got. Thank you for being part of the mission. Thank you for being part of the community. And thank you for being someone who has chosen to help others rise. And please remember, if you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone. The path of health and happiness is something we can all achieve when we all come together. My name is Zach Clayton, Community Pay It Forward, the Come Together Compass and Pact Podcasting Network, saying thank you so very much for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below, and let everybody know what you got.